Good evening on this fine Tuesday, and welcome to the Westwood Mail Room. Are you here to have fun, studio audience of 2? Then you should probably go. This is terrible. No, anyway. But the Westwood Mail is a very simple show for those who haven't seen it before. These 3 hateful people here are going to try and convince me to put an object that they really despise into the hollow, metaphorical depths of the Westwood Mail Room. It's pretty dark and evil in there. Someone wrote to me this week trying to put the career of Peter Andre into the Westwood Mail Room. Unfortunately, I had to leave more room for more important things, so I couldn't put it in. More important things like those little cardboard tubes in the middle of loo rolls and handfuls of ash. Anyway, so let me introduce the guests. First on my left, it's Josh McNamee. He's been on before, you'll recognise his face, who amusingly is putting in the concept of distance. He's trying to put that in. Yeah? You happy with that?
No.
Well, you're stuck with it now. Next on my left is Chloe. What do you study, by the way? You're maths and philosophy, aren't you?
Once.
Chloe Potter, what do you study?
Sociology.
Sociology, right, and you're trying to put in the learning grid.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And Basayo Isan, am I correct with the pronunciation? You're library. You hate library stewards.
Mate, every day's a hustle for library stewards.
Right.
Stories. Got stories.
You got stories?
Yeah, stories.
Have you got about 7 minutes of stories?
7 minutes. I can try and drag it on. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, well, we'll see, indeed. Right, Josh, concept of distance. Why?
Well, I was thinking about what I was going to talk about on my way over here, and about 30, 40, 50 seconds into the walk I thought, I hate that everything is far away from other things. So what if all things existed in a single point and there was no concept of space?
Ooh, postmodern. I like it.
It's because then you'd never be on the wrong floor of the library for the book you're looking for. You wouldn't have to leave your laptop, you'd be able to see it because spatially it would be in the same spot as you.
Right. That's quite a confusing concept to get around.
If we pushed it further, we could compress time into the same spot.
Push it further.
Push it further.
But that implies a concept of distance.
It's a metaphor using the concept of distance we have, which
that you hate so much. It's difficult, isn't it? It's hard to get rid of distance. Anyway, keep going.
You're lucky you're so far from me at the moment, because if all space were one, I would be able to punch you. But unfortunately, my stubby arms...
Yeah. Plus he can't punch.
I couldn't punch.
I still don't get... So your central argument is just pure laziness, then, basically?
Yes, but if there was no concept of distance, it would cease to be laziness, because no one would know anything else.
Right.
There would be no fond memories of things having distance. There would only be fun. I'm assuming from your hostility to the argument that you're quite fond of the concept of distance.
Well, I quite like being far away from things that are really hot, like an oven, and things that are really cold, like the Arctic.
But I could the Arctic right now if the Arctic didn't exist in the way it does.
But I don't want. I'm glad that it's far away from me. You're misinterpreting.
I think this is.
Other than laziness, what possible reasons?
I could cheat at this show. If all spaces were one, distance would already be in the Westwood Mail Room because everything would be.
I'm so confused right now.
No, he is right. That's a powerful.
If I were holding a case, I would rest it. But I'm not.
Where?
Well, it wouldn't matter where because there's no concept.
Yeah. I see.
Everywhere at once.
What an awful idea. But okay, what if there's no distance, there's no speed or any... Yeah, stop the shakes. There's no speed, there's no...
If there were no distance, this fine Irish whiskey would already be inside me and I wouldn't need to drink it.
I like that one. I love whiskey. I think you're tempting me with a whiskey argument there. What do you guys think of the concept of distance?
I'm against it on the accounts that it's not a real thing. So
it was a concept. Yeah,
that's true. A concept.
If you just put in the concept of distance, you could argue that the brute fact of distance would still exist.
I'm so confused. All Doctor Who just said is just gone off.
Doctor Who?
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Don't flatter me.
It's
space theories,
The-
and such, and such.
You may not have heard, my degree course was mathematics and philosophy. So for the last 4 or 5 years, I haven't actually had to deal with anything that bears any relation to reality whatsoever.
Okay. This thing his own degree. Self-pity angle. Nice.
History.
Yeah.
History.
You've barely expressed any arguments other than laziness, your convenience. I can't.
I think I've expressed lots of arguments, but they've just been so long and confusing that no one...
That you didn't understand them. He didn't want to put this in.
That's
by
how
the
you
way.
know it's good. You don't understand it.
This is gold. Stop drinking. Jesus. Right, I think we'll leave it for now. We might come back to the concept of distance. But
If there were no concept of distance, we would still be there.
Oh.
We both would and wouldn't. It would be one of the innate paradoxes of being. People would sit around, but also sit together and discuss how there is no...
No, we'd also be sitting around, wouldn't know it, because we wouldn't have the concept.
This is
But we'd
terrible.
still be doing it.
Right, we're going to cut to a break now because I can't handle this.
While we're on the
Awful.
break, I'm going to discuss the concept of mind-body duality.
Oh, God. He bores me. Right, go away for a bit. Nothing brightens my day more than false applause! That's Soviet Union. Right, Chloe, you want to put in the learning grid into the metaphorical blank space, so go for it.
Well, first of all, it's not a grid, so its
Powerful.
whole basis
Powerful logic.
doesn't really exist, does it? If we're going off, you know.
Yeah, but lots of things aren't grids, and I don't hate them.
Yeah, but have they got a name?
No.
If a grid wasn't a grid, would you hate it? Because I would.
That's
I'm with her.
You're with her.
I agree.
If a grid
Why are you all
It's a grid.
agreeing? You're meant to
It should look like a
disagree.
grid.
It should look
The
like
whole
a grid.
premise of the show is that you
No,
disagree.
It's definitely not grid-like. It's definitely not.
So
I've been
is
there,
that, okay,
walked
right.
around.
Other than nominal
I'm fairly certain there's like
falseness,
some sort of-
what else about the learning grid don't you like? Is it just that?
Yeah, it's got like.
I don't mind it. After 12 a.m, it's a party in there, mate. It's a copper room.
I quite like it. You can order
Like,
pizza.
I've never gone there and worked.
Like,
Like, go Domino's, you know.
I contend that being like the copper rooms does not necessarily mean there's a party going on in there.
You know. You know what I was trying to get at, but yeah. Oh,
I don't think
I've
I
had
do.
good times. Good times, man.
Okay. Yeah, there used to be beanie bags, but they took them out. So.
Has anyone ever done any work in the learning grid?
Nah, mate.
No, whenever I go in, it's just full of people dicking around.
Yeah.
It's not.
Mate.
So I think we should keep
My friends
it.
have made dance videos and learning grid. I kid you not, during Easter, they were just there.
And making dance
What?
videos.
I saw someone
Mate.
on World of Warcraft.
I get the worrying feeling whenever I go into the learning grid that everyone who is in there has been paid to be there by the university.
Just to make it
It
busy.
explains that guy who was like smiling on his laptop, like.
Yeah, what's he doing?
He's made of cardboard. I blew him once, he fell over. He's gone. So we all quite like the learning grid then, apart from its
I
name.
wouldn't say like, but.
So it's just the name and nothing else.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least call it the learning
Space.
box. I don't
Space,
know.
learning space. That sounds
sphere,
edgy.
if it's got corners
Edgy.
or.
To
Sounds
me, at
very
least,
postmodern.
to me at least,
Postmodern.
learning grid implies one of those things above dodgems, like where the pole goes up and the electricity is provided through the learning grid to the cars.
Doctor Who's trying
Oh
to get
yeah, the things at the top. Yeah, that'd be good. Powered by learning. Yeah.
Powered by learning.
Yeah.
That's
That would
not
be
what we're
great.
talking about, is
Better
it?
now, isn't
That's
it?
just a different thing.
I'm going to start using that. We're going to hand out flyers and it's going to say powered by learning in the learning grid.
My problem with the learning grid is it's too cold. Whenever I go in, the air conditioning's always. I get a bit chilly. So yeah.
Coward.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I've had actually I don't know how I worked there. I remember there was once during Easter last year. I was here for the whole Easter, like it was deep. And I was there, it was, and I was there all night. So, oh mate, oh yeah, that's a night I had to I brought a kettle in, and it's useful. The kettle made my coffee.
The kettle was
yeah.
useful.
Yeah, mate, a small little travel kettle.
I still
grid.
not see how we go with learning grid.
Sorry?
There was a presence of a kettle.
Yeah,
Did you bring the kettle?
Yeah, on my night in working in the learning grid. It
Oh,
was
right.
comfortable. Like I had laid on the sofa, had my kettle there, made coffee. Literally, it's got its uses. Like that worked there.
That brings it up to sort of time, but those are just things that a person has at home.
Like a plug.
You could just be at home.
Yeah.
And
Why
not
is
a learning
it
grid.
better than home?
At home.
Do you live in a learning grid?
Like Leo Bowden.
Like Leo.
I spent 2 nights in a row there, but living there, I haven't quite got to yet. Then again, term 3 this year might get deep again.
I saw Jimmy Savile in the learning grid.
No, you
Wasn't
didn't. He's
that
dead.
weird? He's dead.
He's
Yeah.
dead. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is that so? Literally, you can't think of another reason other than its name.
Yeah,
Not that it's boring.
yeah, it's Act 2.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Not that it's
Five of them
like
being
it's
on.
got like 2 books in it, and it's meant to have loads of books, and it's like what 2?
It's got more than 2.
Yeah. What about the catering services? Are they any good? I've never used them.
Never.
It's just there, isn't it?
It's just there.
Walk past it. For sure.
It's for
It's never
show.
been open.
Is that made of cardboard too?
If they made it so it was 24 hours, maybe it's
Oh, reality is melting.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. You make a good argument about the learning grid. What?
The viewers are calling.
The viewers are
The
calling.
viewers are calling.
Oh, a viewer's calling in.
Call a friend.
Oh, they hung up.
Is that
Oh,
a
they
real
hung up.
viewer? Is it a real person?
Oh, she says she loves me.
Oh,
She says she loves Josh. Clearly not right in the head.
alright.
So, right, learning grids.
Next argument.
Grid. Right, I think we should have a next argument.
Next argument. That's
Oh,
right.
this show is so professional.
My least favourite part of the show is the breaks.
Bricks.
Really?
Not
Okay, library
Library
stewards.
stewards.
Library stewards, Messiah. Hit me with some argument.
I'll just hit.
I know they're just.
They are people.
Mercenaries in life, like
They're mercenaries.
He's got
back
one.
to term 3 again. The struggle. Like I just remember
This is my story.
trying to eat, just struggling. I was doing contract law, like the bane of my life, and I just got a little sweet, and the steward comes up behind me and goes, "Nice try, put it down." I'm like, and what's that? He chased me around, and this is the same guy. Oh my word, he got it out for me. I'm telling
Are
you.
you sure it was a steward, not a
It's a
criminal?
steward, it's a
steward's
steward. I take this job too seriously. It was term 3 again, year 1. I hid a book because it was a 3-day loan and it's not about renewing it every 3 days. So I hid the book and he caught me once. And I was like, he sort of chased me around with the book. I'm not giving up that book, mate. I tripped up and then, mate, it was just,
This sounds
it was, mate, memories.
Right, are you sure it's not this library steward rather than the concept of library stewards in general?
No.
Like it is? This guy sounds like
It's
a
just-
nut job. Do you know his name?
No, mate, it was...
What does he look like?
I just
Maybe we should
avoid
get
him
like
now,
a Crime
the
Stoppers.
Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. But,
Sounds rampantly evil. Wow. Library, yeah. So, okay, so personal experience is one of your
Personal
reasons.
experience,
Do you have anything against the idea of library stewards in general?
they're fine individuals. Apart from that one guy.
So it's just that one guy.
It's that one
Do you want
guy,
to change
it's that
it
one
to just
person.
that one guy you want to put in?
You know what, maybe I'm...
Actually, no, I'm not
maybe
going to let you
being a
change
bit
it
out
because
of
it makes
order.
it more difficult.
You know,
So,
true. I know we said that the U1's been done before, but this has to be said. I mean, literally, like, it's just so frustrating. I'm going to bring it back so I can put it back in again because, like...
We'll do a trick.
You know how
This
hard
guy
it was for
is
me to
always
pay,
on the
It was
U1.
hard for me to pay that £300, whatever it was, to, like... in fact, last year, what happened last year? I lost it.
you're full of
Like, I lose
stories.
everything. Mate, I tell you, I can make a book.
You're just
I
full
lost
of them.
I lost my blank moment there. Yeah, I lost my card as I lose everything in life. I lost my library card now. But yeah, I lost my bus pass, and so I had to get creative because I'm not paying £25. What?
Right.
So I scanned in. You know the ones you get online, you don't have a picture.
Do you stories which aren't about avoiding fines?
Yeah.
Mate, this is a good story.
It's okay if you don't. It's okay if
I
you
scanned
don't.
it in. I scanned in one without a picture on it. Used it for months on end, literally.
Yeah,
I got to
Stagecoach
pride
are
myself.
watching this.
Stagecoach, oh mate. I live on campus now. You can, live, mate. But what happened? Yeah. I did it for months. Then I got caught. The most embarrassing moment. You know when everyone's gawking at me on the bus. Got caught,
Yeah.
sucked.
What
But,
did you say? How did
He just took it and
got caught?
It was alright though. Like I
Where
went
point on the door
home,
where he
put
touched
off
you.
another one, got a next bus. It was cool, but it's still deep nonetheless.
It does. It hurts.
So it hurts. It hurts.
I happen to know insider information. There's another man in the room who had an embarrassing interaction with a bus driver.
Happened
Is
to
it?
me, yeah.
Oh, it's deep.
He came home in tears.
What happened?
Tears of rage.
What did you?
It's
what
the
did
same
you do,
thing.
The same thing.
Same thing
Mate.
happened to me. Yeah, but
Hustle, mate.
fight the man.
Fight the man. Fight the power.
So library stewards. Yeah. So other than personal experience, that's it.
That's it. Well,
So one man's experience with
Wow.
library stewards condemns them to eternal hell.
Oh,
You're a terrible human. That's powerful.
No, I think this one library steward is symptomatic of them all.
isn't it?
The
Mate,
man-
thank you.
You said the struggle. If we were to say the class struggle,
Ooh.
the library
Library
stewards
represent the
would
bourgeoisie.
be they would be class traitors because
They
they
would be
come
class
from
traitors.
the student classes,
Ah,
and
yes.
yet they work against us
Oh, you're right.
with their pink slips.
They work
Oh my
for-
word, pink slips.
Yeah, pink slips.
Word.
Yeah, not red slips.
How can I go to the toilet and come
Yeah.
back and find a pink slip? Like, what's it about? Like,
It was that one guy again.
sorry? I bet it was.
So is
Oh,
that
mate.
He follows you. He lives in,
Anytime
he lives
now.
in your cupboard.
So
Anytime.
deep. Oh.
I've seen him in your
Watch this.
cupboard. Writing pink
Follow me,
slips,
pink slips.
putting him in your pocket.
£7
He's mental. I don't pay him to be there, but someone does.
an hour as well.
Yeah. Right. We're going to cut to a break.
Break.
My favourite part. So, yeah. See you in a minute.
Is that the...
Hello, welcome back to the joy experience that is the Westwood Mail Room. We're just going to summarise the arguments from each of our three contestants. Josh, concept of distance. Why do you want it to go into the eternal damnation?
I think the arguments for the concept of distance being placed into the Westwood Mail Room are compelling and possibly be expressed
I agree with
in
Vasai.
any more strong and compelling a way.
Oh, is that...
I've actually brought a bottle of strong compulsion for you personally.
This argument
Oh,
smells
mate.
delicious.
I think that is a friendly argument delivered in an above-board fashion.
I bet there's just water in there. A friend of mine used to sell.
not
I'm
water,
not
mate.
story for you, mate. She's such a hustler. She used to sell like little bottles of. Tell like black girls in the library that it was hair cream because they're obsessed with that. So she sold them for £1 each and just water.
Why have you got two
water
now?
inside.
They multiply like bacteria.
Bought one for him.
Yeah,
Is
so
it whiskey?
that's your bottle of liquid persuasion.
You finished the story.
Oh, to be fair, I don't think it was that interesting. I was just for the sake of telling the story.
Josh, any other reasons? You've won, but any other reasons?
Reasons for what?
Great. The learning grids. Why again?
It's not a grid, and I couldn't think of a better idea.
Honesty
Yeah.
will not be rewarded on this show. Number 3, Basayo,
stewards.
library stewards.
Yeah. Enemies of progress. That summarises my position quite.
I don't think that really. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
you
yeah,
mentioned
mate.
progress
Yeah,
before.
Trying to pass first year, won't let me get my 3-day loan book. Mate, enemies of progress.
Progress in a broad. This is a
Progress,
new
progress.
argument. This isn't
Mate,
a summary of
this
your
is a
old.
A bit articulated version of my argument.
So really, what you're arguing there is that they were kind of stopping
Just, yeah,
human
okay.
nature and
It's
progress.
not me, yeah.
If there were
Something
no
about 40% first year, mate.
if there were no concept of distance, all arguments would be equally close.
Oh, here we go again.
Josh, you've won because of the whiskey, but there's no getting around it. Your idea was shit. Okay, so really, we went for this.
There are no learning grade stewards because the learning
They
grade
do.
isn't good enough.
Oh, they do. They can pay like £10 an hour, mate. I almost applied for that. They sit at the
You know
computer.
everything
Sorry.
about the library.
He almost applied for the job he's putting in.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't get it,
Almost.
did you?
No,
That's
I'm a
why.
student caller. I'm
You've
the
made
really
up.
person that call all of you when you graduated and ask you for money.
You got that job?
Yeah, mate.
Those are like gold dust.
Yeah, that's the
How
normal.
much do you get paid for that?
£9 an hour, and we have American shifts, which are £13 an hour. Mate,
Get that job if you
that's
can.
it, mate. You just call your friends in the States.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You work for the man, but you
So I
hate
work for the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, that's me. Complex.
Yep. Very interesting. So yeah, Josh, I think you've taken it. Any
It was
words
my-
of victory?
It was my strong, compelling whiskey.
Delicious argument. Yeah.
Delicious. I'm sorry, guys, but Up your game.
Next time.
I still don't know what you were talking about before.
You said that like I did.
It's a good argument. It was good.
I think if we've learned anything from tonight's show, it's that we should prepare thoroughly in the future. Because that was shocking. That was absolutely shit.
Whereas your off-the-cuff hosting was as solid as ever.
Oh! Excuse, I'm smoother than silk.
I'm just going up on one.
This is lovely. I'm really smooth at hosting. Do you not all agree? I'm pretty good. I'm chilled. I'm relaxed. Yeah, democracy in action. Fuck you. Are you drunk?
It takes more than that.
Takes more. This is just like, this keeps me going for another few hours. Right, so congratulations, Josh.
I've been fighting the whole episode against this chair, which
Mate, what have you done?
what's that? What's that all about?
Struggle. The struggle continues, mate. The struggle continues. In that chair.
What struggle?
Sorry, it's been a long day. Like 3 hours of
Right, we
sleep.
called this a show, but really it was just a series of random statements. So thanks for watching. Watch next week, same time, Tuesday at 7. Oh.
Charlie Angelo.
Yeah, oh, it's me. Yeah. And
That's very
we'll
Greek.
see you again if you really want to. Bye.
Hooray.